Ilia says that Volkanovski does deserve a rematch with him.
Volkanovski's one of those guys. We're not going to say no to Volkanovski. He's been that guy for us anytime we needed him. You know, he was on this run like Adesanya and like Alex is on right now. When things don't go our way and you got to call a guy, Volkanovski's always been that guy. He really was. And, you know, for him to ask for, nobody, I don't think anybody's in this room going, oh, this is ridiculous or crazy. And who wouldn't want to see it again?
To be honest, at this point, there's no one else that deserves the shot more than Volk, right? He's been a great champion. He's a legend in the featherweight division, so he deserves the shot without any doubt. So, but at the same time, it's that I'm going to take a small break. So we'll see. We'll see how the things will going on in the featherweight division. Maybe he accepts a fight with some new contender and it doesn't play out like he is planning, and I'm going to have to face someone else. I don't know.
Would you be okay if Alex fought Diego Lopez for an interim title in February?
That's not my business. I don't care. When I'm going to be ready, I'm just going to ask the UFC when, where, who is the opponent, and I will be there, and I'm going to do the same thing as always.
I was doing good until I wasn't.
Right, so obviously he did get the knockout, right? But before that, he landed some shots. Did he feel any stronger or more powerful than other guys you faced? Did it just suddenly surprise you that he managed to land that?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. The first couple rounds, he landed a couple right hooks, left hooks. He took me down. He didn't feel too strong. And, you know, gave him inches, man. Gave him inches. He landed something that I found myself looking at him up from the ground, so it is what it is.
Like everyone's always on about the chin, stuff like that. You mentioned earlier this week you care a lot about your brain health and stuff like that. Is the plan now just take a little time off and recover properly? We've seen guys rush back in there and maybe too soon. What's your plans moving forward?
I mean, I would sit down with the team. Relax. There's nothing needed to be rushing back right now, you know. Probably try to come back summer. Big July card, right? Vegas, do something. We'll see what happens. I mean, 55 looks really good right now.
Max, you mentioned 55 looking good. Do you feel like that would be a permanent move for the rest of your career?
I'm going to sit down with my team. We see, you know, like I said, I had the best 45 cut here, but I mean, what else is there to do? You know, I had a couple of times to reclaim it. New guys coming up, yeah, that'd be fun. But I think 55 looks more fun as fighting. Just more the caliber and everyone there and the names there is look really exciting to put my name in the mix.
Sure, you're a legend, brother. Thank you for coming back.
We were just talking in the back, you know, as you start to clip off legend after legend after legend, you eventually become a legend. So he looked, both guys look great tonight. Max came in with the right game plan. I think that the early calf kicks, you know, added up and took their toll later on in the fight. Those things are so devastating when people throw them the right way. And yeah, he couldn't have fought a better fight. Took some big shots himself. Has the chin. Kept coming forward. Incredible performance by both guys. But Topuria did something that nobody's ever done before.
Whoa, El Matador, and still, his boxing is nasty. The debate for Fighter of the Year between Topuria and Pereira is going to be good. Holloway will still win Knockout of the Year for his knockout over Gaethje.
Alex Pereira versus Ilia Topuria. Who would you give your Fighter of the Year award? Alex had the quickest fighter to ever get 3 title defenses, 175 days. Ilia knocking out both these guys. Who would you give it to?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd have to look at more numbers and stats, but you know, you can't take it away from either one of them what they've done this year. I mean, Alex. When you look at Alex, he's on vacation in Australia. We call him and packs up and heads home and comes into the fight. I mean, he's built different. That guy.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever see what he just did again for a very long time.
It's like he doesn't even care about a full camp. He doesn't care if he's hurt. He doesn't care about anything. He'll get in there and fight.
McGregor, regarding Topuria's win, says, "Call me."
Khamzat Chimaev obviously did what he does. I think people are a little bit confused at how quick Rob tapped until they saw the images just come out of his jaw. Insane.
And you're right. So as soon as that happened, I picked up the phone and I called the truck, and they're like, "Yeah, his jaw popped," and so I knew what had happened, because I didn't know what happened either. Why he tapped so quick? Because Mick came over and we were like, he didn't even have the choke in. It's weird. Yeah, he popped his jaw. So it was, when you do that, like, it splits and the teeth get all messed up. Rob has that right now.
So is that dislocation or a break, or what exactly?
I don't know yet. It's not good. When your teeth are going, it's not good.
And then after the fight, obviously you ran up and spoke to Khamzat Chimaev on his way out of the ring. Just curious what you got to say to him and what exactly his future could be.
Yeah, I just said congratulations, great fight, and we'll talk to you soon.
Khamzat says he's ready for a title shot against either DDP or Strickland, whoever wins that fight.
Doesn't matter, Sean or Duke was just going for the gold, so we'll see what's happening next, so I'm ready.
It's interesting, though, because the assumption is that Strickland has the next title shot against DDP, but after this performance by Khamzat, maybe not.
After 2 weeks ago, you said Sean Strickland will be next for Dricus du Plessis, but after seeing Khamzat's performance tonight, is Strickland still next, or is it going to depend?
It's a good question. Call me on Tuesday.
Strickland's obviously not happy about that possibility. Understand one thing, I am next in line. It's been said, it's been written, January or February, me and DDP are scrapping. Go back to Chechnya and wait a few months. Wait, sorry, UAE. You're not allowed in Chechnya. But hey, crypto scams while you wait.
Well, tonight was a tough night, obviously, for bonuses. We felt like the fight of the night was the Rebecca fight. Shara, Khamzat, and Topuria. We actually kicked in another. You can't not give those three guys bonuses. And then we'll take care of Ebo, too. He's not getting 50, but he won't be disappointed. Maybe he will. I don't know.
Ankalaev expects a title shot next against Alex Pereira and reiterates that he's going to strike with him.
What is it about Alex's style in striking that you think that you can take advantage of?
Everybody can read his striking. He's just a regular standard fighter who moves forward and drops people with his hook.
I believe I've seen a video of you mentioning that you were originally offered a fight with Alex at UFC 300. Could you either confirm or deny that?
No, it's not true. There was talks with me getting the fight against Alex for 300, but there was no contract, so it was basically just talks.
Разговоры были, а так контракта не было.
There were talks, but there was never a contract.
Magomed all week has said that you told him that he needed an impressive performance to get the next title shot. Ankalaev, I'm curious what you thought of his victory.
He looked good. He absolutely looked great.
To go back to Ankalaev, he promised coming into this fight he wouldn't shoot a single takedown. He didn't do it. Is this enough to get Alex Pereira his title fight? It's the second longest unbeaten streak in the history of this division behind John Jones.
I would have to say yes.
There's some confusion as to who Merab will face next for the bantamweight title, and Dana was asked about that.
At Power Slap, Merab and Umar, and after that, Merab at the Q&A before weigh-ins got asked about Umar, and he got really upset when someone said he's ducking Umar. Is that the plan to do that fight? Is that the next fight you want at bantamweight, Merab versus Umar?
Absolutely. Yep.
You wanted to cut him, but he went on to become the UFC heavyweight champion. So I guess what does that say about that thought process?
Yeah.
Does it show he should have stayed?
Well, no. I didn't like Francis as a person. Wasn't a guy I wanted to do business with. My boys were telling me he's misunderstood. And I told them, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Yeah. It wasn't about him becoming the heavyweight champion of the world. Francis isn't a good guy. He plays a good guy. I don't understand the language, and so he seems like he's a nice guy. He's not, and he's just not a guy that I wanted to be in business with. Period. End of story. Whether he became the champion or not.
And I assume you don't want to be in business with him ever again, but
we won't be. We'll never be in business together. You can tell.
Yeah.
We don't like each other, and this goes way back. This goes back to before the first Stipe fight. He pulled some shit before the first Stipe fight, and I said, I'm done with this guy, and then Stipe beat the shit out of him. Great night. And then Yeah. We never had a relationship after that.
Well, I know you said John Jones would walk out of any room, so wouldn't it be gratifying to put him in a room with Francis?
He didn't want that fight. He could have stayed and took that fight. He didn't want that fight. Tom Aspinall deserves that fight.